How do I start it? What do I say? Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever YouTube video, as a lot of you requested me on Instagram and TikTok to start uploading YouTube videos. So I thought I should start with a get to know me video with all of the questions that you guys had on my Instagram. So I'll answer all the questions while getting ready for the day.
Just be natural, this is YouTube.
Because your dumbass is here. Get out of my face. Now, these are all your questions that you have about me, and I'm going to try my best to answer as much as I can. But I'm getting bullied, you guys. I'm going to just start with, like, kind of just talking and introducing myself, and then if there's like more questions, I'll just keep going from there. My name is Zafina. I have a legal name, it's Samira, but I just don't say that as much as my video blurry. Nobody calls me that outside of my family, and I wish nobody else online calls me that too, because I know you guys pick it up, or my sisters call me Samira, but I do prefer Zafina for kind of like friends and people outside of my family. I'm currently 24 years old and I'll be 25 in about a month, so 22nd of September is my birthday. Stop. I'm getting bullied. Well, how do I get my face to stay focused? I migrated to Australia with my family when I was 13 years old. It was actually, I remember the day, it was 11th of October 2013. I had just turned 13 years old and we celebrated like my 13th birthday right before we came here. I did study English in Pakistan, so I came from Pakistan, but we're originally from Afghanistan, and a lot of you guys have like debates of like which part of Afghanistan I'm from, what tribe I'm from, so I'm gonna just clear all the confusion today. So my mum is from the capital city of Afghanistan. She's from Kabul and she speaks Farsi, and my dad is from this city called Harwan, which is right next to Panjshir. If you guys have heard, like a lot of you would know. So my dad's from Harwan. That's why we have the last name Bakshi or Bakshi, and a lot of like the Panjshiris that they see, they think that we're Panjshiri because of the last name, but it's not. It's just because we're neighboring cities. Regarding like tribes, my dad is Hazara and my mom is Tajik, so I'm kind of mixed. Okay, the mixed race. How many languages I can speak? I can speak about, I think, 5 languages, I'm gonna say. So my first language is Dari or Farsi. I can also like speak Persian, but I don't kind of count that as a language because it's just a dialect. Like it's like Scottish English versus American English. I can speak Urdu / Hindi. I was growing up I watched this cartoon called Doraemon, and it's like Hindi dubbed Japanese cartoon, which I watched this in Pakistan, and I loved it so much that I still watch it. It's like my comfort show sometimes. Oh my god, I love this. It's like an actual YouTube video. That's where I learned Hindi and Urdu from. And also like Pakistan, we lived in Peshawar for like about 7 years growing up, because that's where I was from like the ages of 6 to 13. Husna was literally like, I think a year old or something when we moved to Pakistan. I love Pakistan. Like it was so fun and everything, but the city that we lived in was Peshawar, which is like mostly Afghan dominated city, because Peshawar used to be like a summer city for Afghanistan. A lot of like the Afghans lived there, especially like the area where we lived. We went to an Afghan school and they spoke Dari and everything, and like we didn't learn any other languages other than just like our own language, you know, which my mom and dad kind of regret not sending us to an actual Pakistani school, because we would have learned Pashto and Urdu like really well. I've ran out of questions, so I'm gonna just like read this. So my job, I'm a registered nurse. I studied nursing in Deakin in Melbourne, which I recommend like that uni so much. It's honestly such an amazing uni for nursing, and I did my bachelor's in nursing, not my diploma, and that took me about 3 years. So I started right at the start of the pandemic, like 2020, and then I finished end of 2022. Someone said, how tall are you? So I am 5'2", which is 157 centimeters. I know it comes off as a shock for a lot of people because they think I'm taller, but I'm not. It's just kind of like the way I take photos and my body portions and everything. I moved from Melbourne to Gold Coast last year in around September, just because I wanted to live away from home for as long as I can remember. Like I always wanted to live away from home, like in another country, but I was too scared because moving cities isn't as hard as moving countries. So I thought, okay, just to give myself like a little head start, why don't I just move here and then think of moving overseas after. And that's probably one of the best decisions that I've made for myself and like for my personal growth and everything, because I'm doing my master's now in occupational therapy, and honestly it's nice, like it's really good. I did occupational therapy over nursing because I always wanted to like keep growing, keep learning, and not just stay at one thing. Like I did nursing just for the stability and like the job security that it gives you, but I always wanted to do something else after nursing. So when I found occupational therapy, it like really aligned with what I wanted to do, with kind of like my lifestyle that I want to lead in the future and everything. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just look into this. And I looked into it, did some research and everything, and I love it. Like so far it's been amazing. I'm gonna go on a 6-month long placement about mid-September, I'm gonna say, or end of, no, actually, like first day of my birthday, I'm going to my placement, like first day on my birthday. So another question is your favorite feature of yourself. My favorite feature of myself are my eyes, I'm gonna say. For the longest time, like I've always gotten compliments about my eyes, even since I was a kid. So I just kind of like grew to just say, yeah, that's the best thing about me. But as I grew up, kind of like I like a lot of things about myself, but that just comes with like self-love and self-growth and everything. I feel like my camera keeps unfocusing and I don't know how to fix that. So you might just get like an unfocused video. Question is, which camera do you use for your photos? So I always use just like the back of my iPhone or a Canon G7 Mark III. That was actually a birthday gift for me, which I cried about when I first got it. So I'm really grateful. But why is this not focusing? Another question is where I was born. So I was born in Iran. And I left there when I was about 3 years old. So me, my older sister, and my younger sister Homa, we were all born in Iran. And Hosna is the only one that was born in Afghanistan. A question that I always get asked is, how do I maintain my weight, and like kind of how do I lost weight? I have always
How did I
been.
lost weight?
How did I lose weight? So I've always kind of like been skinny my whole life, like ever since being younger. Why does this keep unfocusing? Ever since I was young, I've always been skinny. Like even as a baby, I wasn't a fat baby. This reminds me of that video that's like, even when I was a baby, I didn't really cry. My cry was very elegant. I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. And then during COVID, I just got like gained a lot of weight, and that was just because of like my eating habits and because I wasn't moving as much. And I've always been an active person. So in high school, I was about 38 kilos for my height. Like I was still the same height, 5'2", 38 kilos. I was very skinny. But that's only because I was playing soccer, I was doing taekwondo, I was swimming, and I was like just like walking a lot, like a lot around school. Like during lunchtime, during recess, I would always be walking with my friends. So I didn't realize how much I was working out without actually working out. And I was honestly like very insecure about how skinny I was, because like all the girls, this was like around 2016, 2017, when like all the, having nice hips and like bigger bodies and stuff was kind of trending, and I was just so flat from everywhere. So I would go to the gym and I'd do like those I don't know if you guys remember, like in 2016 there was like those challenges, like 100 squats in the shower or like 150 squats in a day or anything. I was just trying to gain as much muscle as I could, but I would eat a lot of food. I still eat a lot, but I just wouldn't. Sorry, no, I don't eat a lot now. Another question is favorite flowers. Favorite flowers are lilies, so white lilies and pink lilies. White, like my first ever flower that I received from someone was a white lily. And it was just like us walking along like the creek, and then they just picked it for me and gave it to me, and I was like, oh, this is a really nice flower. So then that just became my favorite flower, and I love pink lilies. So I love flowers, but I love all flowers in general. Another question is, how did you find the confidence to come on camera, and how did you find so many followers? Well, I've always been kind of like confident in myself and like what I do and everything, and I've always been an extrovert. I don't really get shy like of like talking to people, like even in my apartment. And when I see someone, I'm always asking, like, what do you study? Do you go to, like, Bonn and everything? I always make friends. Like, I don't find it hard making friends and being outgoing. So when I moved, like high school was in year 10, I moved to another school, and like at the end of that, they voted me like most likely to get famous, which I didn't understand why. And people were saying I used to be funny. I'm still funny, but I'm not posting as much funny stuff anymore. Someone said, "How do you manage your iron? Does it make you so tired?" My iron has always been low, but it hadn't been as low for me to go get an iron infusion. But lately, like ever since I started drinking matcha, my iron just got really low, and I got really anemic where I would wake up with headaches, and like I'd be tired and exhausted the whole day, and I would need naps. Like I would actually need naps, and I was like, okay, this is not normal. I'm a nurse. I know what's going on. I need to go get my blood test done. And yeah, I found out that I was like anemic, and I had an iron infusion, and I'm better now. I'm much, much better. The next question is, have you ever been in a long distance relationship? Would you be interested in one? I've never been in any kind of relationship, and if anybody tells you otherwise, they're delusional. And no, I've never done long distance, and I would never do long distance. Why would I put myself through that torture, you know? It's not torture actually. I just forget about people if they're not in front of me. Like if you're not in front of me for about a month, I'll forget what you look like. I'll forget your features. I'll forget everything, you know. Please give fitness tips. Honestly, fitness tips is just about discipline. Stay disciplined. Like last night, my friend asked me at like 2 a.m., like 3 a.m., we were all awake. He was at Macca's and he was like to me, oh, I was like, oh my God, I'm starving. And he was like, oh, I'm at Macca's. Do you want me to get you anything? Yeah, so I was so hungry that my stomach was growling, and like I was just like, I need food. But I had already had like really good dinner at night at around 6 o'clock. I had really good dinner. I had, you know, like I was content, and I wasn't gonna eat more because then I wouldn't have gone back to sleep. So I was just like, no, I don't want anything. I don't want, especially Macca's. Like I was like, respectfully, I'd rather go to sleep hungry and starve than have Macca's because ew, you know. So
I can make sweet potato brownies.
you should make sweet potato
Let's try
brownies.
it.
We have extra sweet potatoes as well. This is the question that I probably get asked the most, which is, how did you move out of the house having Afghan parents? Well, my parents are really cool, to be honest. Like my dad moved out of his house when he was like 17, and he went to Russia to study medicine, and he actually like stayed there, grew up there, and like did his medicine degree there. So he's always been like open for us to kind of move interstate or like overseas or whatever if it's for studying and kind of like growing and everything. Like my dad had 4 daughters and everything. Like he has 4 daughters, and people were just like, oh, wouldn't you wish for a guy and everything. He never treated us like we're girls. He was always like, everyone is equal, like you get the same opportunities that I would give to my sons, which I actually love his mindset and everything. And same with my mom. Like they never made us feel like, oh, we're so sad that we don't have a son, or like we wish we had sons and everything like that. So this is kind of like the same opportunity that like an Afghan guy would get from his parents that my parents have given me. I kind of like found out that I got accepted to Bonn in Queensland from Melbourne. My dad was in America with my mom on like a little tour to see my mom's family. I sent it to him and I was like, yeah, I got accepted to Queensland, like I'm gonna go. And I didn't know what his reaction was going to be because like none of us had ever moved out of the house before kind of like getting married or anything. So I was just not sure how he'd react, and he just sent me like a little thumbs up. I was like, oh, nice. And then when he came, I told him, I said, yeah, I'm going to move like in 2 days, you know, like I'm going to drive to Queensland. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll drive with you. And so he like drove with me, brought my car from Melbourne, and kind of like helped me settle a little bit here. And he was helping me with like cleaning products because I was like, I don't know how to clean, like I don't know how to do my laundry. And he was like literally going to Aldi with me, going to Coles, like buying me my laundry products and everything. Just so cute. So yeah, I just very lucky having parents that are like open-minded and very trusting. And I wouldn't want to do anything that kind of would like break their trust and like break their confidence in me. We're allowed to go travel a lot of the countries. I've been to so many countries. Me and my sisters, we always go alone. We went to only like Bali with my parents, but like everywhere else, we always go by ourselves or like with friends and everything. And yeah, I love that. It's been more than 1 year. Husna's kept me unseen in her DMs.
Oh no.
I think I answered this already, but random question. Are you Shia or Sunni? Because you give both vibes. I am Sunni. But I don't like kind of like, it's all the same. We'll just say I'm Muslim. Have you found someone that you know you'll be engaged in 2027? No comment.
What? Who is
I'm
it?
joking. No one. I haven't found anyone. No one. I'm not kind of like interested, to be honest. So let's clear up the relationship questions. I'm not interested in anyone in like kind of relationships or anything at the moment. I know I'm just in like a temporary position in Gold Coast, so I'm not trying to talk to anyone. That's so I have like this ring on my hand at all times because I'm just trying to kind of stop people from approaching me because I don't want to kind of talk to them and get to know them and really like them and everything, and then that gives me a reason to kind of come back to Gold Coast or like stop me from chasing my dreams and everything, because I want to chase my own dreams, not my boyfriend's, not my fiance's, not my husband's or anything. I want to do everything that I want to do in life, so that later on I don't resent them. I don't ever want to be able to say to my partner, I did this for you, I did this because of you, you're the reason why I didn't do this, you're the reason, like, do you know what I mean? Like these things, I want to fulfill everything that I've ever wanted myself, which is only going to take me like another 2 years, and then like 2 to 3 years, and then I can be like, okay, now it's fine, like now I'll do everything. But yeah, like that's the question. I'm single, I'm not taken, but not looking at the same time because I don't want to kind of have to be forced to do long distance and everything. When are you traveling again? What countries, if so? So traveling plans end of this year, but I'm actually not sure because if my cousins from America come and visit us, then we're gonna just stay, and I forgot to do my makeup, guys. Just stay and kind of like hang out with them and everything. But if we do go, we're gonna go to Dubai with my sisters. Another question is, do you have a specific diet in addition to training? My diet consists of like very low sugars, like very low in like added sugars. If I have a sweet craving, I'll have a fruit. Like that's just a known thing between my friends and like family and everything, that my mom is like that. She doesn't love sweet stuff, but she loves fruits, and I don't have any fizzy drinks. Like if I have the most, it'll be like if I'm at a restaurant or something, I'll have like a lemon lime bitters, like a little bit, like sips of it. I don't drink while I eat. I don't do that. It's not good for you. Go Google it. Google why it's not good for you. Another question is oldest to youngest in your family. So first is Sarah, then it's me. Sarah's 28. Sarah's 28 this year. I'll be 25 in like a month or so. Then it's Homa. Then it's Husna, and then it's my little baby brother Kehan. Now I'm done with my makeup. I want to just show you guys, this is what my makeup looks like. Oh, I actually forgot to brush my eyebrows. Another question is, did you ever think your life would be like this? Honestly, I never ever thought my life would be like this. Like I love you know, watching YouTube videos and like the whole, oh, welcome to my YouTube channel, you know, intros and everything. I loved it, but I never thought I would ever have the confidence to come and do something like that. But yeah, like just Instagram and TikTok kind of changed that point of view, and people's kind of like encouragement, their interest and everything in me. My makeup is done fully now, so I'm gonna just answer the rest of the questions as much as I can. Are you rich? I am rich in heart.
What kind of question is that?
I am rich in confidence. Alhamdulillah, like, you know, grateful for everything. Do you work out? I do work out. I just go to the gym. We have like free membership from my uni, and I also go on a lot of walks. And yeah, we were supposed to go swimming this
We
morning.
were supposed to go to the gym. No.
When are you coming to Dallas? Probably never.
Why? You'd never go to Texas?
Why would I go to Texas? What the hell is in Texas? How did you meet your boyfriend? You look so cute. What boyfriend?
Who's your boyfriend? Who's saying
I
this?
don't know, it's just a random. If you had to change one thing about yourself, what would it be? My height. Like I would want to be
Nothing.
like if I had to.
No, of all the things
You'd
you'd pick your height.
woke, bro. Yeah. Oh, are you saying I need other things to change?
Did you choose my lipstick?
A little bit. I dabbed it on my lip a little bit. It's a lipstick.
Not for use. That's for aesthetic purposes only.
What the hell? You've used it already.
No,
look at this.
haven't.
Yes, you have.
You get rid of the little branding that was on top of it.
What branding?
Simran, I'm actually gonna kick your
Girl,
ass.
I dabbed it like this.
Stop!
When is Huma's wedding? Another question. So
That's
if
none
you guys...
of your business. That's a question for her.
Another question is, when is Huma's wedding? If you guys go follow Huma on her social media account, she always talks about it. So that's her question. There's no exact date yet. Are you and Husna going to...
say that.
Are you and Husna going to live in Queensland for about what? No, I'm not living in Queensland. Now I'm pissed off. What's your weight? I'm about 47 kg. I fluctuate between 45 to 47. Oh, just tell us, how do you maintain that waist and that body, or when you go to Mimoni's? Well, I eat whatever's there, whatever I like, but I make sure I get a lot of salad and like a little portions of everything. Like, you can still eat what you want. It's just about how much you eat. This was my breakfast bowl. Like, this little tiny bowl. Like, this is what I had my breakfast in. Like, I could have a big bowl, like, or like a big plate. You're not kind of restricting yourself from what you eat. It's how much you eat of it. So eat small, be small, but don't go Anna, okay? Like, another question is, what was all the previous jobs you had? Oh my god. So I'll start like with the little timeline of jobs that I've had. The first ever job that I had was in Gloria Jean's cafe, like the coffee shop. I worked there for about 3 months, and I quit that job because I kept forgetting that I have a shift. I was 15. No, I was 14 and a bit, and I kept forgetting that I have a shift. I kept forgetting, and they would call my mum because I didn't have a phone, and they'd be like, "Where is she?" And mum would be like, "She's in her taekwondo class." You know, it was bad. They were really patient with me. What else? And then after that, I worked in Tons of Fun. They had 2 sections, so it was Tons of Fun and Baskin Robbins. So I used to work both of them at the same time. I worked there for, I'm going to say, 2 years. And while I was working in Tons of Fun, I started working at Inflatable Worlds, which was like this inflatable thing with kids, you know, so I've always worked with kids. I did Uber Eats just for fun, just because why not during COVID, just because it was like the only way I could get out of the house. I also am a swimming teacher, actually. I'm a swimming teacher. I have my swim license, so I did that for a year and a bit, and I only stopped because COVID just kept shutting the swimming pools. So we couldn't continue. I did do childcare for about 2 weeks, and it was with like this kid. She had ADHD, and I couldn't take it anymore. Just stopped doing that. And then what else? Which is ironic because now I'm doing occupational therapy and I want to specialize in like mental health pediatrics, which I'm so interested in now. But back then I was young. And then what else? I also did support working. I did that for a while. I did that for a few months. I liked that a lot. My clients were really good. It's very interesting. And I did... Oh my god, I worked as a COVID nurse thing, like not a nurse, I was still a student nurse, but during Code Brown, they wanted all the nursing students to come and like help out and everything, so I was helping with vaccines. So I was a COVID vaccinator for a while, and I was doing like pediatrics, like kids again. That's when I started kind of like liking working with kids a lot. And then I was also an admin, so I was like swabbing like COVID swabs at the drive-thrus, at the tents and everything. I did that for about 2.5 years. I was admin at the hospitals, like ward clerks and everything. I was doing like concierge during like the COVID vaccine clinics. Another question is, how come you don't have any wrinkles after the weight loss? Well, my weight loss wasn't drastic. Like, I wasn't so fat, like to the point where I have like loose skin.
Don't say fat, say overweight.
Overweight. Yeah, people are so woke these days. I was
What is that your new favorite word? Woke.
Yeah. You're so woke. You're so woke. Like this new, like what's the generation after Gen Z? She's so woke. It's insane. Anyways, so I was never like severely overweight for me to have like loose skin like that. I hate this girl. I told you get ready.
I don't feel like getting ready.
Come on, we're gonna go out.
No.
Sound like a witch. Yeah, so I was never severely overweight.
Yeah.
I was 58, 59. I was
That's
pushing
a lie.
60. I swear.
That's a lie, bro.
What do you mean?
You were not. You were probably like 53.
Thank you, but I was actually 57.
No, you weren't.
I was 57.
Well,
I
mom
weighed myself.
is 57.
Yo, my mom's not 57. Your mom is
63.
63, and I was pushing that a little bit.
Little.
Little up your ass. Okay, shut up, bro. This is my, like, I weighed myself. How do you know? When do you finish studies and how is Gold Coast? And the rumor is true that you are in a relationship.
Wait, I want to know who they're talking about. Like, what?
What do you mean?
Like, who's the boyfriend?
I don't know who the boyfriend is, but the rumors are not true. If you ever see me with a guy, it's my guy friend or like a gay friend. Go-to clothing brand. My go-to clothing brands are Forecast, Meshki, ASOS. What else? Dish. Oh my god, what else?
You've never ordered from ASOS. Why would you lie?
I did order from ASOS.
I did in the last 6 months. How many times?
No, but if I want to go like... if I want like modest dresses and shit,
No,
I
you
do go to ASOS.
No, you wouldn't.
But this is... No, it's not true. I do love ASOS. It's just that I haven't shopped from ASOS because I haven't shopped from anywhere, you dumbass. Because
Yeah, let me give
we just get free clothes. Favorite sister? Not Husna. She's stupid ass.
Your life would be so boring without me, seriously.
Your life would be boring without me, girlfriend. Your life would be.
It's like you're not...
Top 3 African foods: oshak, bologna, kabuli. No questions asked. What is your type? Because you're beautiful. Thank you. My type is... I don't know yet. I'll find out when I see it. Your favorite animal? My favorite animal... Husna. Like... I love a little kitten.
Don't even lie, bro. You were so scared of
kittens.
Lena's cat.
Lena's cat is a grown-ass ginger cat named Habibi. And he just attacks the shit out of me. So of course I'm going to be scared of Lena's cat. What are the things that makes you happy daily? Sun.
Me.
The sunlight. Hosna when she's away. Do you see yourself marrying an Afghan? No comment. I'm not sure yet. Like I'm not gonna say yes or no or anything because you just never know what life has, you know, what God has planned for you. So alright everyone, and that is all the questions that I've answered. If you have any more questions, let me know below and tell me what kind of YouTube video and let me know what kind of YouTube videos you guys want me to post, whether that's vlogs, studying tips, nursing tips, or anything. I'd be happy to make the video. I just wanted to make this video as kind of like the kickstart. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and press the little bell button so you get notifications every time I post. I can't believe I'm saying these. This is insane. But yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys and have a good day.